Welcome viewers back to Fallen Skies. So, a little off-camera work. Notice that...
Hydration level is decreasing.
Well, we're thirsty. Notice that the radar is now off to the left. A little less convenient for flying around, but won't block the view anymore. Also, while I was doing off-camera work, another pod fell out of the sky and crashed on that building over there. So that's the first thing we're going to do to fly around. But take a look first at what we've done to the ship. So I did extend the nose out a bit just to make landing and navigating a little easier. I didn't change the width back here.
The limit of maximum flight altitude reached. I
did add 2 more turbines, or maybe I did that last episode. I moved them around. Added another metal collector. In fact, we should go make some more of the metal heads before I forget that. Not engine. Where are they? There they are. Metal collector heads. We'll make 2 of those. I extended the living quarters back here and moved all 4 of our engines in between. That'll just protect the engines from any flying creatures who try to attack us. I can't quite get back there, so I want to turn this into a door, but I haven't done any research yet to enable doors. I do like how I can now get past the turbines without hitting my head. Now we have room to build a railing all the way around if necessary. I might bring these in, actually. They're a little bit wide now that I think about it, so maybe that's the next step. I like 2 width around, 3 is a little wide. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now, except that my builder was discharged, so I had to go and stick it in the charger. Put the flashlight in there too, just to make sure it's charged. I moved the distiller back here, moved some chests back here, moved the food cooker back here, rearranged where the fabricator is. We'll make another metal collector head. The helm's still up front. I moved all of our water condensing stuff out here. This is a water tank. We're just storing dirty water in there. That's going to be used for the plants. Oh, that's why I wanted this to be big, right? Because I wasn't sure how much space the plants would take up. So that was actually something to build next, which was the plants. Let's make a large garden plot first. I'm going to start making those just to see.
Printing completed.
And let's attach the metal heads here. Are getting a decent amount of metal for those. They seem to be paying for themselves. Let's also do our research. I want to make this small inverted cockpit just because it looks cool, but the door seems really important. Glass floor would be awesome. So we're starting with the door. I'm not sure if we have enough research parts to get all those, but that's another goal for this episode, is to fly around and get more research parts. That was a large planter. We can bottle water and throw it in here immediately. And we can try the large planter out. So large planter, I'm going to put it on this side. I do have an extra turbine, so it, like, the weight of the ship matters, but only for, I think, what you can support for its build. But then the maximum altitude is just determined by the number of these. So I can add another one. It won't change the max altitude, but it'll allow more weight on the ship, I think. Right now, if I try to take one of these off, I get not enough lift. And that's not because we're too high, that's because there's too many parts on the ship, I think. Because if I take walls down, then I can take these off without any issues. Alright, more research. We're out of stuff for now. Small inverted cockpit looks nice. We only need basic research parts for all of these, so we need 11 more basic research parts, and we've got it all. Let's build that planter and see what happens. I left these open so that we can refill the whatever the engines from in here. I'm going to leave a little narrow walkway, hopefully between these plants, but yeah, let's plant some seeds. We need seeds and fertilizer. We can make fertilizer in this place. Let's do it. Rotten food and biomass. Seems right. And then my seeds I left over here in this chest. So the seeds we want to make first probably are the canola multi-doit, because we know that we can make stuff with those. Bruise flour also for healing kits would be nice. I have no idea what the petite asters are. And I don't know what the ink bulbs are. And we only have one of those, so maybe it's worth planting this first. Let's definitely make more planters, and I'm gonna make another large one. And we're gonna start with the multi-doit seeds.
Fatigue. Rest is recommended.
And we'll see if we can fit another planter in here. Stacked pretty tightly. Oof, yeah, it's gonna be crowded for now. We'll put that there. Ooh, big seed. Okay, hold on. So that's gonna be coffee. These are small seeds. Okay. Never mind then. We will only make one of those because I think we only have one big seed. But we can put the fertilizer. We need to bottle it, which is annoying. Do we need to leave the bottle in here? No, good. Okay. So big seed. We had coffee seeds. I think those were the only big ones. That doesn't really tell you. Planting big seed. Now I see it. Now I see it. So we only have one planter for coffee nuts. We'll throw those in here. I guess we'll make two of those since I built both of them. Coffee nuts. Great. And then we won't have to sleep as much once we have that. So let's do that. I'm not sure there's any downside because I haven't played this. But we'll make two of those. We need another fertilizer in that case. But we can... Oops, I threw water in. I think I threw fresh water in too, which is annoying. We'll plant this. And missing water. How come I can't put water in this one? Oh, okay, you have to put it on these little squares. Got it. 5 minutes grow time. Swell, more moisture. Plant seed. Here we go. More coffee. Let's get the fertilizer before we plant. And let's get a small one started. More fertilizer. Just a little bit more. It's like watching plants grow. Okay, and these ones will take up less space. We can put one over here, it looks like. We'll get the fertilizer in this other coffee. I'm having a hard time selecting these things. Wait, there we go. You have to select the middle. It's very, very interesting how it wants to do that. And we'll plant that one. Okay, look at that coffee. It's growing so fast. Don't know what the green mist stuff coming off of it is. That makes me a little nervous. We'll make more fertilizer, and this one will be the multi-doit. Throw some water in there. Probably should be using dirty water, but I don't know what I'm doing. Do we have a bottle for dirty water? Yep, and we can throw it in here. In fact, yeah, we'll try bottling that next time. Let's make one more small planter. We can't. We need polymers. And I've completely forgotten how to make polymers. That's what the oil's for. How come I can't make those? I guess it's been making those, so I need more plant oil. One of these boxes I was reserving for our plant oil stuff. It looks like those bottles are empty now. Sweet. What is that? That doesn't look the same color as the other organic fertilizer did. We did plant the seed here. We're waiting for the fertilizer. We'll bottle it, put it in here. Plant that, and in 4 minutes, whatever the heck that was, we'll have more of those. That was the multi-doit. Meanwhile, we need more oil. Okay, so you definitely need that flour to produce the oil so that you can make the planters to produce other flowers. Interesting. Am I almost done? I think we might just go to sleep here anyway because it's getting dark. So let's do that. We can look at how sleep works here. Slowly increases our energy. I'm not sure what that beeping was. I think that was maybe the oil telling me it was done. Hopefully it doesn't go bad. And we're up. Alright. We also are low on fuel in... Okay, so sleep time apparently doesn't count for plant growth time. That's interesting. Unless, yeah, it doesn't. We want the plant oil, and hopefully that lets us make another one. And I think we want 2 more of these. We have 2 different types of seeds, right? We have ink bulb and petite aster and bruise flower, so 3 more really. Can we make another one yet? Nope. I need more of the oils. And we'll stick this one here, maybe against the wall, like with the stick against the wall like that. It is still going to be possible to get there, yes. Soil moisture went up because I put the wrong water in there. This one, we'll try the ink bulb. And then I'll try to remember to make these. I don't need these anymore. Or these. I need more oil though. And I'm gonna need more fertilizer, although I bet you don't need the fertilizer. Let's see, how come I plant seed? Here we go. This is ink bulb. And I can just plant without fertilizer? Yeah, it just probably takes longer, I'm guessing. Oh, look at that. That stuff is almost ready to harvest. Great. Okay, we're making oil there. Great. While that's running, can't craft anything else. We could consider another distiller. Let's make a little bit more biomass. Oh, that's nice. Biomass fuel. I can use their dirty water in the large tank. That's nice. I think we're still going to make helium fuel for now, though. Did I use all my water? No. I have 1 more clean water. I think I have some in the water tank over here, too. Yep. And I can take my flashlight back. Helium fuel. Let's go make sure all these fuel tanks are topped off. This one's empty. Now it's full. We have plenty of biomass fuel to stick in these 2. Oh, right. I had to take the fuel out to move these around. That's why they're all empty. Let's check the ones on this side. That one's fine. That one's empty, so we'll make a couple more fuels for that one. Helium fuel takes helium, and synthetic fuel just takes synthetics, but it's low efficiency. I have no idea what that means. I think it just probably means it runs out faster. This thing is looking harvestable in 30 seconds. Thing is done. Wow, I can't actually fit back there anymore. Got the plant oil though, so we can make 1 more planter. Doing a lot of stuff at once. Always a recipe for disaster. It was you who was empty, right? Yeah, and we need more planter. Throw this one here. This one needs some water. Just got an achievement, green thumb, great. Soil moisture, it worked. Let's plant the seed. It looks like I'm accidentally using clean water in there every time. I gotta figure out how to use the dirty water. Let's put the petite aster seed in there. Wait, is that the one we put in the other one? I got lost. This was... Can I even check? No, I can't check anymore. I think that's the ink bulb. Well, it definitely wasn't bruise flower. Let's put the bruise flower in there. It must have been the ink bulb because we only had 1 ink bulb seed. Drop my other seeds off here. Sort this. You know what? I don't need to be carrying this engine around. That's for sure. Probably drop off the silicone too. And let's drop off the metals. For some reason I put the metal chest over here. I should make this one the seed chest. Oh, didn't I? I guess I didn't. Put the metal chest over here. Metal glass chest, pretty much. All we're carrying is water and a battery. We'll put the battery in here for now. No, I'll put the battery over by battery charger. That makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay, 1 more planter. Can't make it yet. We need more oil. These things are ready to harvest. I can just take them. Neat. And we need more we have more multi-doit seed. Nice. And it used some of the fertilizer, but not all. Great. So we'll plant that. Need more water. I guess I can just use my happy water. Can I get dirty water and throw it in there? Let's try bottling some. Inventory full. What? Oh, I bottled all the dirty water. Okay. So if I use this, is it going to be smart enough to use the dirty water? Yes, good. Prefers dirty water. Alright, that's growing. Good. Okay, more oil. We'll also make some more fertilizer for these other ones, I guess. It doesn't really seem to need it. And we can't do any research. Oh, I can do a little bit of this research for the advanced research part, but I'm going to hold on to that until we're sure we need it. But I think we're ready to fly. Let's head on over to that smoke cloud. Look how fast we are now. Oh, you know, the other thing I haven't figured out or tried even yet is changing the size of the gas bag. So maybe that's something we'll experiment with soon.
Unknown landing pod entered the atmosphere.
Another one. Yep, here comes another one. We'll watch it this time. See if there's a cool crash animation. It's probably going to crash on that building right there, I'm going to guess. Nope.
Hydration level is decreasing.
Yep, it crashed on that building. Alright, we'll go collect that also. Some good stuff in here. Good stuff to collect in those. Seems kind of silly that they're sending so many pods for me. But I guess I can't complain too much. Touchdown here. Once we get this stuff, we'll do one more windmill tower. Oops. One more windmill tower before heading. I didn't quite open it. Data card there gives us extractor module reload. Requires upgrade fabricator. Continue to research the drug, but our options are limited. Eve says she feels better and that you should take care of yourself. We tried to establish radio communication, but something is blocking the signal. Remember, however, that our hearts are all with you. Awesome. Now let's go get one more repair patch made. Which, for some reason, I can't make. The chests are just a little too far away out here, I think. Okay. Repair this. There we go. And this time we got a bunch of food and a bunch of upgrade modules. They're really being generous with the upgrade modules. I don't know how to make the upgrader yet, though. So we'll have to figure that out at some point. Let's go check out that other pod. Oh, actually, let's get that oil and finish the final planner here. I do not have a bottle of clean water. You know what? Let's put some of the dirty water in there. And that was probably enough that I could collect the oil. And now I can make another planter. Small garden pot. Alright, and we need a new battery here. Do I have enough stuff for another battery? Probably, right? Which one of these is battery? There it is. Yeah. Not a problem. We'll throw a new battery in there. Later. And we've got the new planter. So we'll throw another one down right here. We do have dirty water on us, so that's water. Going to plant the last of our seeds, which I left in the seed box for some reason. Bruise flower, right? God, I forgot already. Did I plant the no, that's bruise flower. Let's get the petite aster. Can't remember what the petite aster was for. Bruise flower is for healing. These guys, I just don't remember. Did I plant it? Yes, okay. Wow, these are already grown. That's amazing. And you get enough seeds back to grow it again. These ones are grown. We'll take the ink bulbs. Oops, I accidentally added water, but that's fine. We'll put more ink bulb seeds in here. We have 3 now. These are fruit with thick multicolored sap. Can possibly be used as a source of paint. Interesting. And the Bruce flowers are done also. Oops, I added water. It's too easy to add water by accident. Luckily I have plenty. Bruce flower seeds, plant. And then over here, what's going on with these? It says we need more water. And I can't tell, but it doesn't look like they're growing. A couple more minutes. Okay, so these guys, they get part of the way done, you have to water them. That makes sense. You do have to water plants usually. Wait, did I forget to add water and it died? Oh no. Oh no, they're still there. We just have to add water. Okay. There we go. And then plant. Great. That's all working. Let's go put the dirty water back in here. We have 3 bottles. Want to make another condenser for the water filtrator. The water, whatever that thing is called, the distiller? No. Condenser, okay.
Printing complete.
Clear these so they can gather more metal for us. Oops. And we'll start getting some more water, and then we're off, right? Yeah, everything's good and golden. Okay, next stop is that other pod that crashed. It looks like there's a bunch of windmills around here, so we can probably find more research parts near those. Yeah, it's way easier to maneuver this thing when I can see out the front windshield. It's nice being able to verify where we are on the map, but it's nicer to not have to crash into everything. He says as he crashes. Yeah, let's move a little forward so we have a gangplank to stand onto.
Risk of starvation.
We probably have some crickets we can eat, right? Yep. Delicious crickets. Gonna run out of those eventually, but right now we're fine. And we need a couple more repair patches. Should probably just make enough that I forget about them. And epoxy, epoxy, some water, a bunch more upgrade modules, which we haven't figured out what to do with yet. Lots of water. Alright, this time they say, we scanned the surface of the Earth to find any surviving human settlements that could help you. We haven't found anything. It seems that those who couldn't afford to fly into space didn't survive. Ahmed is dead. He told us to tell you that you're the best man he ever knew. Aw, Ahmed. Wow, they're dropping like flies up on the Ark. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to grab the first aid kits on that last one. That's okay. I have a lot of first aid kits now. That was metal collector container being full. We're getting a decent metal supply. Metal container was this one. Yep, a couple hundred. We should be able to do some more building soon. But before we do that, let's finish our research. I want to find more wind turbines. Do we have any marked? Yeah, we have one off to the right. There it is. Flashing lights. There's also looks like a radio tower over there. We could head back to that, but don't really remember seeing anything useful in the radio towers. Keep saying the lure has been worn out. You know what? I think that I didn't realize those things even have lifetimes when they're not being used. But yeah, it looks like our lures just die. That's too bad. I never did use the advanced lure. It just disintegrated on us. Some copper down there. And a very small wind turbine platform. Here, let's approach from a better angle. We'll hit this one. It looks like there are some nasty megaflora over here. I wonder, we did see that weird creature in the dust earlier. Find a weak point in the wall and scan it. Well, that looks like it could be a weak point. I guess we'll go over there and scan that next. Tab to see more. I'd say tab, hold tab, but it didn't really happen. The wall. Tool required extractor module organic, a dense blockade of natural origin. It is stronger than the toughest materials, but has weak points that look like spore nests. There must be a way to destroy them and get through to the other side. Their plans.
Colossal life form detected. The spot has been marked on radar.
Colossal. I thought she said hostile. Colossal. It looks like it's on the other side of the wall. No, it's in front of us. It's in front of us. It's hard to tell when I have to turn my head. Yeah, it's over there. Okay. Let's proceed. Not close enough to be scared. Uh-oh. Flying creatures do damage to the airship when they reach us. Don't see it. Must be coming in. Oh, there it is.
Creature attached itself to the airship.
Oh, we didn't scan this guy last time? Hello, buddy. Let's see what you are. That is a scropping hatchery. Luckily we can make them fall to the ground. What was that? I just heard something big making noise. Maybe that was just him doing damage here. Yep, all repaired. Let's keep going down. Dock here and see if we can find some more research parts. Collect the copper as well. We might as well recharge. Oh, I see. We can't. There we go. Copper. Always welcome. We're gonna need more of this stuff, I'm sure. And we can hike to the middle here. It looks like we'll need some lock repair. Getting plenty of resources, feels like. And I'm hoping to find... What can I get that? Inventory full. Wow, okay, let's drink some water. That didn't do it.
The immune system has dealt with viral infection.
Infected ink bulbs. Okay, we gotta head back up to the ship and drop off inventory. Clear the inventory.
A storm is coming.
Oh, and a storm's coming, huh? Alright, drop off some metal. Let's put seeds away. I guess we can store a spare... How long do these last? 24 hours? 15 hours? We don't really need these bruise flowers because we have so many health kits now. We also don't need to carry them all around. We do want to turn these canola multidoids into oil. So let's get that going. Empty out the rest of our gear as well as we can. We have a lot of food now. And a lot of copper I can put elsewhere. Lightning strikes nearby. And we're probably, yeah, we can store one of these metal collector heads here. I need to make another one soon, but for now we can just go explore. I really should put a door on the front of this so I don't risk falling to my death every time we get off. Maybe I'll extend those front gangplanks a little bit. And where were we? Over here, right? Healing as well. Boy, those thunder strikes are loud. That? Not sure what that is. Oh, that's just a piece of glass off the glass wall. Okay. We'll ignore that for now. It seems like we're finding plenty of stuff. What I'm really looking for are the research parts, people. Where are the research parts? There's one. We need 11 of those. Boy, it's gonna be a grind if we don't find more than one stations. We'll grab that copper from here, but I'm not going to bother heading over there. And is there a way back up? Yeah, this way. Aye. Blinding flashes of lightning hitting right near us. Gas bag's still intact, so I think we're okay. You know what? Before I regret it, I'm actually going to extend this. If possible. Yep, catwalk. Do it on both sides. And that way I will be way less inclined to fall to my death. Okay, let's go look at that. Metal collector. Let's go look at the metal collector and empty it out. Make another metal head before I forget. Metal collection head. And then, ooh, I just noticed the gangplanks get wet.
Completed.
That's cool. Alright. I think I'm going to end this episode here. I want to say again, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. I'm really actually, this game is starting to grow on me. It is actually quite fun to explore this crazy twisted landscape of post-apocalypse Earth. Let me know what you think. Write your thoughts in the comments. Please consider clicking a like, subscribing to the channel, and coming back next time for the next episode. Hope to see you then. This has been Corknut, playing Forever Skies. Bye for now.